Hey babes, my name's Hannah.
And my name's Chasity.
Welcome back to Bookish Babes. Today we're going to be telling you guys about the books on our TBR that we want to get to by the end of the year, that we are prioritizing, that will absolutely be done by the end of 2022, because both of our TBRs are very overwhelming, but these are the ones that we are getting to by the end of the year.
These are the ones we're going to finish.
Yes.
We're going to read them.
And now we're going into fall and winter, my favorite months, which means that I'm going to be reading less like romancy stuff and more like, I think I only have thrillers and fantasy on here. First one I want to talk about, I'm going to mention two by the same author. It's Never Let You Go and Still Missing, both by Chevy Stevens. These two just seem right up my alley. People who have similar reading tastes that I do have raved about these books, and so I've been wanting to get to them for a long time, so I'm adding them to my list and I'm like prioritizing it because I just have a feeling that I'm gonna like them, so I'm gonna get to it.
They sound good.
Mm-hmm. The Still Missing is about a woman who gets like abducted, and then it's the story told as she's telling it to her therapist of her like living with it. Yeah, and it has pretty low like Goodreads ratings, but I don't think that's always a bad thing for a thriller, because thrillers are very like individual, I think.
Yes.
So
absolutely.
But a booktuber that I watch, who we tend to like the same things, she really loves it. So
no, yes, then you definitely have to check it out.
yeah.
My first one is It by Stephen King. I'm gonna read it.
And then it can stop staring at you from behind us. And
exactly.
All the videos.
I'm gonna read it.
Yeah.
I started it. Listen, as soon as I finish writing this short story,
yeah, that's
delving
number
in.
one.
I am delving completely in. I'm gonna stop with my stupid rule of only reading it during the day.
Yeah, I read it in high school.
I can't.
And I loved it.
I have like no time to read during the day, so.
I know. It shouldn't be too bad at night.
I'll be fine.
Yeah. My next...
I mean, if I'm not, and you guys don't hear from me again, you know what happened.
Pennywise somehow came through the pages.
He just got me.
My next one is Kingdom of the Wicked. I have had this on my list forever. I finally bought it a month or two ago, and it's like I have a different bookshelf in my room than the bookshelves in my spare room with all of like my back stock, you know what I mean? Books that I've already read. Mm-hmm. This one's on the shelf in my room, so I know I'll get to it soon. It's like I visualize it every day. It's just, once again, it seems right up my alley. I don't know why I haven't gotten to it yet. Probably because I think it's technically young adult. That kind of stops me sometimes.
Yeah. But
I just need to do it because I really feel like I would like it.
Do it. Do it.
People are like, if you read ACOTAR and liked it, read this one, and it's always Kingdom of the Wicked. So
yeah, I see that one. Mm-hmm. Recommended a lot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. My next one,
speaking of,
is one I'm supposed to be reading right now.
Yeah.
I have started it. It's From Blood and Ash by Jennifer L. Armentrout.
It's our book club pick.
It is our book club pick.
Yes,
I have started it.
Yeah.
She's almost done with it. I've been slacking.
That's another one that everybody recommends to read if you liked ACOTAR.
It's been on my list for forever.
Yeah.
And I've had it for forever.
Mm-hmm.
But I just need to read it.
Yeah. The next one is one that Chasity loves, and it's My Dark Vanessa. I started it like last year, but like barely. I got a couple chapters in, so I'd have to reread what I already read. Mm-hmm. But I really want to get to it. Every time somebody talks about it, I'm like, oh, I really need to read that. So it's, once again, one that I put on my shelf in my room, and I'm going to get to it.
You absolutely have to read it. Absolutely have to.
Yeah.
The next one I've had for forever.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to read it, but for some reason I just still have not picked it up.
We're the only two that haven't.
The only two in the entire world that have not read this book. Daisy Jones and the Six from Taylor Jenkins Reid. And I have read 3 of her titles so far now, and I need to add this one.
We're gonna do a whole video once we read a certain amount of Taylor Jenkins Reid books, because I just feel like she's so widely talked about, even among people who don't read that often. But we're just like the only ones who haven't read her entire, what do you call that, collection of books?
Yeah, bibliography.
Yeah. My next one is The Bridge Kingdom. It's another one that people recommend when talking about books similar to ACOTAR. And it's like, I've heard people even say that they enjoy it more.
I've never heard of this one.
I have had it on my TBR probably since late last year. And I even downloaded it a couple times on my Kindle, and then it keeps like, I keep not reading it, so it like undownloads to save space, and I have to keep re-downloading it, and then I still don't start it, so it undownloads again. But it sounds like something that both of us would really enjoy, so I think both of us should read it.
Okay.
But I'm very excited to get to it. That will honestly probably be my next fantasy pick.
The next one I have is The Lobotomist's Wife.
Oh.
Just the title, I was like, oh, what is that about?
Yeah.
And it sounds really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
It's historical fiction, but it sounds really, really good.
Yeah.
I want to read it.
I'm intrigued by the...
Oh, right? That's why I was like, wait a minute,
Yeah.
what is that?
Yeah.
I want to read it.
Last one on my list for this video, I have like a million, but
Right.
is Local Woman Missing. I know that that's something that I will like coming up in like the fall months, because I tend to go for like mystery thriller. Local Woman Missing is one that Chasity has read and really liked. And it's one that I have a physical copy of sitting on my shelves that I just haven't picked up for whatever reason. But I know as soon as like fall comes around and I'm in like a thrillery mood, it's gonna be the first one that I reach for. I'm very excited. It has really good reviews. A lot of people tend to like it.
Yeah, that one was a really good one. I want to read more by her too. I have a few other ones from her
And
that are
everything
on
that
my
I know.
TBR.
My TBR is like hundreds of books long. Every time I like read the synopsis of her books, they always sound interesting.
They do. And then the last ones that I have on my list are, I plan to finish the Harry Potter series, which I am listening to Order of the Phoenix now, so that shouldn't be too hard for me to finish out the series.
I just finished my reread this month. I'm a little depressed, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of want to go back and just start rereading them again from the beginning, but they're so great. The audiobooks are so great.
Yeah, I go through like these little phases where I'm like, I cannot listen to it enough. And then I like try to slow myself down because I'm like, I don't want them to end.
It was sad.
Yeah.
It was. If you've never listened to audiobooks, you have to.
Oh, they're just so good.
Yeah.
Like, I enjoy reading them, and I enjoy watching the movies, and I enjoy just experiencing it, but listening to the narration, it just adds a whole new level of magic to it.
Those are like one of the few books that I almost feel like I'd rather listen to the audiobook versus read the physical copy.
I agree.
Yeah. Because the narrators are great.
Just so good. So good. So there you have it. Those are the books that we absolutely plan on getting to before the end of 2022.
It's going to be so funny to look back at this and see if we actually got through those 5 books.
Yeah.
Or if we just were like, I love scrolling through TikTok and seeing somebody else be like, I love this book, and then me ignoring all of the other books on my TBR and just reading that one instead.
I'm interested to see at the end of the year.
Yeah.
We should do a video to see whether or not, to revisit this video and see whether or not we actually read them.
I think we should do that in our favorite books of like 2022. We should be like, oh, by the way, we're liars.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Watch me fail horribly at reading this big old one behind me.
This one I'm going to hold you to. You have to finish that
This
one.
one.
Yeah.
It's going to be the only one I finish on the list.
Even if it's not soon, in the month of October at least, you have to finish it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I can maybe do that.
Yeah.
Because that should be done. Okay, well, there you have it. Hopefully we'll do it. Comment down below and let us know what you're planning on reading for the rest of the year. And hit that like button and subscribe. And hit that notification bell so you know when we post next. We'll see you next time. Bye.